Hey guys, spent the evening with us after school. We've just come home and it's such a lovely day, so the kids have ran straight out into the back garden, and I'm going to go ahead and pop away their school bags up the stairs and put away my sunglasses and make sure the shoes are in the shoe cabinet just to keep on top of things. Now Ella actually is now in primary 4. She's got a bit of homework this week. I think this is actually her first homework task, so I've just tried to encourage her to get that done out of the way, especially since we don't have any clubs tonight. It's a really good use of her time, so she's going to go ahead and do her spelling words, and then I'm going to empty their school bags and make sure their water bottles are ready to go for filling up in the morning. But when the kids come home from school though, I don't know about you guys, but they're always hungry, and sometimes they'll grab a snack, but on a night like this I just thought it'd be great to get started on dinner right away. So as always, I have my HelloFresh recipes ready to go, and this week I think we're going to go ahead and take the chicken thighs with the really gorgeous creamy leek sauce. This is something the kids will just demolish, I know they will, especially since it has mashed potato and peas. So this is recipe bag number 13. I just need to go in the fridge, grab that, and it's got everything that I need to get started on dinner. I've said this before, but HelloFresh has definitely made me a better cook over the years because I've been using it for so long. I'm sort of learning all these different variations of food that go well together, sort of like spices and ingredients that ordinarily I wouldn't really know about. So I feel like I've learned across my journey in using HelloFresh in our family. But even things like this, I'm just making this mashed potato with the skin on. Like, I would never have thought of doing that before, and I also thought that making mashed potato would be really quite time consuming, but this particular recipe is only 20 minutes, so this is something you can easily slot into your evening, especially since everything is already pre-measured for you. You're just literally following through the instructions and just making the meal step by step. These recipe cards are so easy to follow, and if you're not a very confident cook, I would highly recommend that you try it. The other thing being as well is it gives us something to do as a family whenever the kids are coming home from school and it's the darker nights that are going to be coming shortly. They actually usually really like to help me out making dinner because it's easy to follow the steps, and it's also letting them learn how to be a bit more handy in the kitchen. So I've just went ahead and boiled my potatoes. I've fried off the leeks, which always make me feel really autumnal. The scent of leeks just remind me of soup. The whole kitchen just smells incredible, so I'm just going to plate everything up. The mash was so easy to do, it's such a great recipe, so I'm just going to go ahead and plate up the mash, get the chicken on there, and then also this amazing leek and pea creamy sauce. It's just so tasty. So as I say, you guys, if you want to go and use my discount code, it's READ2023, and that's going to get you 60% off your first HelloFresh box, so an amazing saving, and then 25% off the next 2 months plus free gifts. So definitely go and check it out. It takes the hassle out of meal planning because you can select something off of the menu on the website, and also you don't need to do your food shopping. Everything is pre-measured, so no food wastage. And even for your kids as well, as you can see, my two love it. You can also get them to join in with picking your selections for the week, which is good for encouraging them to try new things. So definitely check out the link in my description and try it out for yourself. Just popped on a cafetiere of coffee. I quite like a coffee after my dinner sometimes, especially if I know I've got a bit of cleaning to do that night. So I've just popped that to the side while I start wiping down the sides, the sink, and just generally tidy up. Ella and I are going to go out and take the dog for a walk in a second, but I want to get everything nice and clean and clear so that I just feel like I'm coming back to a tidy space. I think just doing things like this as you go definitely helps the overall tidiness and well running of your house. I'm using this spray from Marks and Spencer's as well, which is actually really nice. I think it's something like nectarine, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just going to clean down the dining table. The kids helped to tidy up after dinner, which was great, and now Ella's going to go and get Maggie's lead and try and put it on her so we can take her out for a walk. She always does this dance about thing, like she doesn't want it on, but she actually really wants to come out with us, so eventually she gives in and lets us buckle her up and take her out for a walk. So Ella's going to go ahead and go on her bike, I'll walk Maggie, I'll take my coffee with me, and then the boys are playing football in the garden, which is so nice for them to go and play together, and for me and Ella to have some time taking the dog a walk, just the two of us. I think it's crazy how quickly the nights are getting darker already now that we're in autumn, especially where we live. It just feels like it gets dark super fast. But I'm just going to go ahead into Charlie's room and put on his little lamp, put on his air purifier for through the night. It just helps with his breathing and dust or anything like that in his room. And I'll pull down his blind and his curtains and then just sort his bed for him. He's also got this little Warmies plushie that he absolutely loves. It's a little dinosaur, and you pop it in the microwave, and I just think that really helps my kids to go to sleep. Ella has one as well, so I'll get hers and take it down into the microwave and warm it up for them while they go ahead and brush their teeth. Tonight Charlie's going to do his reading book. This was pretty much his only homework that he had to do this week, so he's going to read his story. He's actually getting so good. Like, his actual knowledge of words is mind-blowing to me since he only started school last year. It's amazing how fast they come on. So I've just checked on him and then brought Ella her little Warmies watermelon. These are such a game changer. As soon as they cuddle into these and then have that smell of lavender, they just go straight to sleep. It's fantastic. But now both of them are in their beds, nice and quiet. It's time for me to start a bit of tidying up, just so that I can wake up to a nice tidy downstairs in the kitchen, because I cannot stand it if I come down and everything's everywhere. I do have a lot of washing hanging about just now. My tumble dryer is actually broken, so I've got things hanging up on my radiators, and then I've got my heated dryer there, so that does take up quite a lot of space, but at least it's all getting done. So I'm going to go ahead and just use my little cordless vacuum just to hoover all down the hallway area before I go ahead and use the mop. I think I could really do with a big deep clean in my house, but time just now I feel like it's just not in my favour, so I'm just going to go ahead and pop all the shoes away, slippers away, give it a quick general hoover, and then a mop. The flash speed mop's actually really good. I don't know if any of you have tried it, but I'm really enjoying it, and the amount of dirt this picks up is amazing. Especially with having high gloss tiles, it's really difficult for me to find something that leaves them shiny and streak free, but these actually work. You only get 12 in a pack though, so they do run out quite quickly, but I do think they're fantastic, especially if you're just time short and you're wanting to just give it a quick going over. Then this is actually really incredible. So wait to the end and you can see what colour this actually comes out, because I think my floor looks relatively clean just now, but wait till you see the bottom of the pad. I think this is a really satisfying before and after. And take any of the clothes and sit them on the stairs so I can take them back up and pop them away. But I'm also using this spray because I noticed that the mop was getting a bit dry at the end, so this is just like an all surface spray that cleans, so it's really good for getting the floor nice and shiny. It's by Purdy and Fig, so I'm going to use that to spray, and it smells amazing. It's like a spa scent, so wait until you see once I'm finished using this mop. I cannot believe the difference in the colour. I think that the kitchen area wasn't even that bad, but maybe just with the traffic of the kids coming in and out with their shoes and stuff like that, you can really see the difference. I was so surprised, but I think that really getting all your cleaning done at night time, especially when everyone is away and in their bed and they're not going to come down and make a mess, is the best way to do it. Look at the colour of this. I was so surprised and actually ashamed to be honest. But now that that's done, it's time to get the uniform sorted. I think I need to get a new ironing board cover because this one seems to have lost the elastic, so that is on my to buy list. In fairness, I've had it for about 5 years, so I can't complain too much, but getting the uniform sorted the night before is a must for me. I actually want to get more organised with this and get all of their uniform done maybe on like a Sunday night, just so that I don't need to do this every single night of the week. But you know how quickly things change, especially with the weather just now. We've got a heat wave, so I didn't know if the kids would need to have something warmer, something cooler. It's just very, very difficult to gauge, so that's why we're kind of going just every night at the moment. But yeah, I'm just going to iron their shirts, Ella's skirt, and her blouse is actually quite difficult because it's got a puff sleeve, but I've got this really good crease release spray that if I just spray that on the puff sleeves and then sort of give them a little pull, it seems to get all the creases out. So I'm just going to do that, pop it at the side, and that means all their uniform is done and ready to go for the morning, because this is literally a 5-minute job, but trying to do this at 10 past 8 in the morning is such a stress. So now it's time to go upstairs and get myself ready for bed. I've had a quick shower, but it's time to wash my face. I'm really running out of this Skin and Me cleanser. I actually really like it, it's great. So that's my last lot of that cleanser, but I'm going to go ahead and take all my makeup off. This is such a nice part of the day. I really enjoy taking the time to look after my skin. I think it will pay its dividends as I get older as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take off all my makeup, give myself a nice refreshing spritz of the LMS Apricot toner. This is a gorgeous one and it just feels so lovely and fresh before bedtime. And then I'm also using my Skin and Me Daily Doser. I've been using this I think for probably about a year and a half now, and I think it's definitely the reason why all my spots have kept at bay and my skin has been like the best it ever has been. It's incredible. I'm also going to moisturise with this incredible moisturiser from Pixie. It's got hyaluronic acid in, which is super plumping on the skin. These little moments of self-care are just such a treat to look forward to, especially when you've had a busy day working or having the kids or tidying up. It's just a nice thing to look forward to and something to do for yourself every single day. I've been also doing some body oiling. I've been using castor oil on my stomach every night and I've definitely noticed the health benefits from that, and just generally my skin health looks incredible in comparison to when I didn't use it. But that's everything, guys. I'm going to head off to bed now. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and if you did, please let me know by giving it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.